So we start out right after Rocky and Apollo's first fight. Afterwards, they both get dropped off at the hospital. Apollo comes over and he's not too happy. He's like, hey yo Rocky, you a big old dummy. You just got lucky. If we had a rematch, I'd mess you up, bro. Meanwhile, this crowd of reporters are hyping up Apollo. Rocco's like, hey yo, I'm trying to retire over here. I'm good, bro. Then old Mick decides the fire isn't hot enough. Yeah, well, you're a bitch and Rocco's the real champ. Got him! So these dudes get separated. Rocky gets a little surgery on his right eye and nose. He wakes up the next day and gives Creed a visit. Hey yo, did you give me your best? Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, dude. So Rocky gets all healed up, and the second he's good to go, these talent agent people are all up his ass. They're bugging Rocco about doing this commercial. Rocky's like, hey yo, I just got out. I need some time with my girl. I'll give you a shout out when I'm ready to talk. They head over to the zoo, and Rocky delivers the most awkward marriage proposal. So they get married, and this has to be the funniest joke in all of the Rocky movies.
How's about investing in condominiums?
I never use.
So the next day, Rocky and Adrian go on a shopping spree. Homie buys a car.
Fuck out of here.
Buys a jacket because it's got a tiger on it.
Oh!
Buys some jewelry.
Come on.
And Rocco was really onto something with this move.
And that's what I call class, huh?
Afterwards, they drive over to this house. Rock's like, hey yo, look at this mailbox. Oh hey, look at these numbers over here. Oh wow, look at this house. What a nice house over here. Adrian's worried about silly things like taxes and mortgages. Rocky's like, hey yo, let's just do this. Meanwhile, Apollo's tripping over hate mail. All these guys over here calling Apollo a bum, and he ain't having it. So life is all sunshine and rainbows for Rocky. Life is good. Adrian's expecting a Rocky Jr. And then they go to the studio to film this commercial. And it's not going so good for Rocco. They got him dressed up like a big dummy. Rocky's like, hey yo, how do I look? And everybody's like, boy, you looking fresh. But Adrian's a real one. She's like, nah, you looking dumb as fuck, bro. So they start recording this thing. We got a problem here. Old Rocky can't read.
Fucking goddamn fucking.
And his acting is a little rough around the edges. But it's all Gucci though.
Come on.
Just kidding. Everybody's being a dick. So they keep trying for 4 hours. Finally, this dude's like, alright, screw this. We're going to plan B now. So they rush over to this new set, and Rocky's looking even dumber now. This might come as a surprise to you, but he's messing up again. The director's like, just read the dummy cards, you jabroni. Oh! Rocky gets triggered by this. He's like, hey yo, I ain't no dummy. You some dicks. I'm getting up out of here. So now the director's going off on Rocco. He's like, you a dummy, you can't read, you wasted all the time, I'm a professional, and you suck. But hold up, if you're so professional, how did you let Rocco ruin 5 hours of recording time? How many goofs do you need to see until you're like, huh, maybe old Rocco's not going to be able to pull this off. Maybe we should have a narrator be like, the Italian stallion puts it on his skin every day to smell manly. And then Rocco at the end can be like, hey yo, you should buy this smelly stuff. Problem solved. So this messed up Rocky. So he starts learning how to read better. And poor Rocky is so naive. He thinks he can just get an office job by learning how to read. But this one dude gives it to him straight. Boy, you silly. So afterwards, Rocky is desperate. He heads over to the meat house, and he gets a job. So he's doing this job for a little bit, and then Boss Man has to let him go.
I feel like I've been stabbed in the heart.
Rocky's kind of screwed now, so he has to sell his car to Paulie. Afterwards, he's in his basement beating up the bag. He tells Adrian that he lost his job. Adrian's like, I got you, boo. I'll get my old job back. Hey, yo, that's not a bad idea.
Sup, dudes? I'm like the brains of the operation, bro. Anyways, I made this guy team up with his buddy, and they like made some t-shirt designs, dude. Dude. Wow. No way, dude. No way. Sweet. Fantastic. Dude, I'm like so talented. I deserve like a Beyonce or like a Fabio body, dude. Yeah. And you should like totally subscribe, dude. That would be like kick-ass, bro.
Later on, Rocky heads over to Mick's, and Mick ain't ever lacking. Rocky's like, hey, yo, can I get my locker back? He's like, sure, but why, though? I'm trying to fight, bro. But Mick shut it down real quick. He had to slap some sense into Rocco. Old Rocco's half blind. This kind of crushes Rocky. The next day, Apollo's with his crew, and it's pretty clear that Apollo wants that rematch. He's like, you really think that bum can beat me? And his trainer Tony is like, this boy got a tough skull, bro. We ain't got no time for that. But Apollo's like, whatever, bro. Do what you gotta do. I want to fight this bum. Next day, Rocco heads to the gym to work for Mick. And everybody's clowning on Rock. Apollo called him a chicken in the paper. Oh. Rocky's mob boss homie comes by and he's like, come on, you should totally come and collect for me, bro. But Rocky ain't having it. Afterwards, he picks up Adrian from work, and they both walk home. Rocky turns on the TV, and Apollo's in the news talking a whole bunch of smack. Mick's watching too, and he's just about ready to fight Apollo himself. So Rocky feels like doo-doo. He tells Adrian all he knows how to do is fight. And Adrian's like, yeah, but I don't care, bro. But then Mick shows up ready to go to war. So they set up the fight, and now they have this press conference. Apollo's like, this time I ain't playing. Rocky's going down. And Rocky's just like, hey, yo, I just need some money over here. A snow cone machine for Paulie over here? Oh. Later on, Mick and Rocco are watching some footage from the last fight. Mick's like, this dude messed you up, bro. You need to ditch that southpaw and get quick, bro. So Mick busts out the chicken, and Rock starts running. He starts training orthodox and works on his speed. And Rocco's not looking too good. He's kind of training like a bum. Meanwhile, Apollo is straight up destroying his sparring partners. Oh. So Paulie stresses out Adrian, and she goes into labor. She gives birth to their son and slips into a coma. The doc's like, yeah, she got messed up from the overworking, dick. So now Rocky's all messed up. He stays by Adrian's side until he gets kicked out. So he heads over to the church, and he's praying for his sweet Adrian, and Mick shows up. He's like, I know you're all messed up, but if you don't start training, Apollo's gonna break you, bro. But Rocky don't care. He stays with Adrian and kicks this book's ass. Oh. Homie's writing poems, and what do you know? Rocky done saved Adrian from her slumber with the power of love. And now Adrian's a ride or die. She's like, kick that jabroni's ass. So now you know what time it is. It's just about that time. Epic training montage. This thing will get you pumped. So now Rocco's in beast mode, taking shots to the stomach like a boss, jumping rope like a beast, catching chickens like it ain't nothing but a thing, and he's fast as fuck. Keep your pants on. This was just foreplay. Now this is the climax for real for real. Epic Rocky running montage. Oh yeah. Fast as fuck, boy. So now it's fight night. Apollo's getting taped up, and his trainer Tony is stroking his ego, and Apollo's looking scary. Meanwhile, Rocky's over here getting blessed. Chillin'. So they're heading out to the ring. This ain't Rocky 4 about to fight Ivan, I want you, Apollo. No, this is serious. Fuck around and find out, Apollo. So they start fighting, and Apollo is going to town. And Rocky's doing the Rocky thing, eating them all. And then Rocky hits him with the orthodox stance. Apollo's like, huh, that's weird, and continues to light Rocky up. Like, this is almost comedy, bro. Apollo destroys Rocco's face the whole time, and Rocky eats them all. So the round ends, and Apollo's getting gassed. The next round starts, and Apollo continues the very one-sided beatdown. At this point, Apollo's getting cocky. Apollo lays the smackdown on this man. He goes down, and Rocky's like, hey, yo, come on. So they start fighting again, and uh-oh, Rocky's getting mad. He puts Apollo into the corner and starts beating this man. The round ends and Rocky's like, hey, yo, I ain't going down no mo. So now we go into this epic back and forth fighting montage. Rocky gets him real good. Apollo gets him real good. Can you imagine this dude's headache after the fight? We're in the last few matches and Rocky's starting to get beat. These guys are both jacked up, but Apollo's already punched this man 1 billion times, so he's basically got it in the bag. Rocky needs a knockout. Mick's like, switch up your stance, you goof. But Rocky's like, nah. So they start the last round and Creed is unloading on Rocky. But then Rocky hits him with the mean streak. And then Creed brings it back. And then, oh snap! Rocky goes southpaw and proceeds to beat the brakes off of this man. They both go down, but Rocky is able to get to his feet. And your boy Rocky wins the heavyweight championship. Oh yeah! The end.